What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is from Kendra, but I guess we got a guest host named Zach Boog. Uh, this is probably the first Kendra show I seen without Kendra. So shout out to the guest host, Zach. Let's, without further ado, let's go in.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Shayla. I'm calling from Pittsburgh, PA. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 44.
Oh, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries. I
Aries
like
in the
your
building.
red.
Thank you.
You got any kids?
Yes, I do. I have 5.
Yeah, damn. I'm sorry. Got
Yeah.
Facts.
5 kids.
Uh-huh.
What's the ages?
26,
Okay.
22, 14, 12, and 8.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 26, 22, 14, 12, and 8.
Yeah.
How many baby fathers do you have?
2.
Okay. 2. So, how are they split up? 8,
I was
12.
I was married. I was married twice. So the
Ba-
first 2 are by my first husband, and my last 3 are by my last husband.
Okay.
I'd want to know, did you walk out on both of those marriages? I'd be curious to know that. I don't know if this guy is going to ask her that. That's what I want to know. Did you file for divorce both times? Not a bad looking chick. Um, who she remind me of? I don't know. I can't put it together right now. One of those loving hip hop, Rashida maybe a little bit, and what's that chocolate milk dud dude husband she got? Probably remind me of her a little bit, just a little bit. I see a little bit of her in her, but y'all let me know if I'm off on that. But anyway, let's go in.
Ex-husband.
Okay. So with your ex-husbands. So the first
Set.
the first set, the
The
26.
26 and the 22 are by my first ex-husband.
How long were y'all married?
We were high school sweethearts, so we were only married till about like 22, 23. So I was about
How long
23.
was
We
y'all
got
married?
married. We got married when I was 18, and we got divorced when I was like 23. But we were together since I was like 15.
Okay, married 4 years, but y'all were together longer than that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and how long were you married to your other children's father?
15 years.
15 years. So after 15 years, you didn't want to keep going. You did 15 years.
No.
Because
Mm-mm.
I understand, like I get it. Like sometimes when people get divorced early in the marriage, it may not work. You know what I'm saying? Like it was early, but after you make it 15 years, why quit then?
I mean, honestly, it like he's not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. We just had different like goals. I wanted to have more. He was okay with, sitting on the porch drinking lemonade, and that's fine. You know what
And that's fine. She kind of country. Let me tell you what happened. First of all, you know, just some background on me. My marriage went about that long, about 15 years together, married for 21, separated for 6, 7 years. Anyway, um, I think the same thing probably. I don't know that her situation, but I can imagine what probably happened. And what I imagine that happened is that she found social media. She found social media. Same thing that happened in my situation. A lot of times, this is not being talked about, but there is going to be a crease in time when society marks the beginning of social media, and that beginning of social media is going to transfer the future. The way that society looks at families and relationships. In my opinion, that was a turning point in society that nobody seems to be talking about. When social media was invented and pushed out, families would never freaking be the same for the most part. For the most part, families, women, their ideas start to change, their standards start to change. They look around and see how other women are living and they want to live that way. She said he wasn't ambitious enough. He was comfortable sitting on a lemonade. Well, if you ain't got social media and you ain't got other women's lives to compare to, that's going to be fine. But if you're on social media and you're looking at how all the other women are living, they seem to be living much better lives than me. I want what they want. You got to be more ambitious. Then their standards start raising. Then they start demanding more out of their men. And if their men don't buy into that, because a lot of men ain't on social media like that, if the men don't buy into that, all of a sudden we drifted apart. That's what you hear from a lot of women is we grew apart. I wanted more in life than he did. That's how you know they got their mind effed up by social media. All of a sudden he wasn't good enough. We did 15 years, but all of a sudden I wasn't happy. We grew apart. That's how you know she been indoctrinated by social media. And I don't doubt that that's what she happened to her too. Same thing happened in my marriage. I ain't gonna even front. I'm a pretty ambitious guy, but my my ex still was indoctrinated, and that's what happened. Anyway, let's go in.
I mean, and now he's remarried and he has a wonderful wife who is okay with sitting on the porch
Yeah,
drinking lemonade.
yeah.
Me, I'm successful. I have businesses, multiple businesses. I want to make millions, where he was okay with where he was at in life, and that's fine. Like, nothing's wrong with that, but we just weren't aligned.
But you was with him 15 years.
Yeah. But you figure, and
Yeah,
when
you
you're in
was
your
you
20s,
was you was with him 15 years, but she got a hold of social media. Now he found a wife who wasn't bit by the social media bug and was see. Let me just say it like this: some people prioritize money and impressing other people, and some people prioritize happiness and mental health, and they, you know, you're going to end up at a crossroad a lot of times. You got to find out what kind of person you're dealing with. My guess is she probably was happy with, you know, uh, she probably was happy with mental health and good mental health and happiness. But she got indoctrinated by the internet. And then her priorities changed. Some might think I'm off on this, but trust me, I got personal experience on this. You might want to relax. I'm just saying, okay? I know what I'm talking about. Women, especially, really got taken for a ride once social media hit society. They just got to. Women are more susceptible to marketing than men. Let's be clear. They're just more susceptible. So whatever gets pushed out there, women are going to eat it up. They're going to buy it. They're buying whatever you selling. Social media. They're buying whatever you selling. And if all you show them is all these fancy trips to Barbados and Bora Bora and all this other stuff, all these Lexus and Phantoms and Rolls Royce and Ferraris. They see Birkin bags. They see all this stuff on social media. They see some of their close friends living their best life. Oh, I want that life. All of a sudden, being a wife is boring. I don't want to do this. I want to be more ambitious. I want to impress more people. So I got to open up a business so that everybody can praise me for being a successful business owner and stuff like that. And some people like, I don't care about none of that. I just want to be happy, stress free, live my life, and love on my loved ones. That's what's important to me. That's my priority. Impressing people, opening up business, getting up early every morning, and doing spreadsheets and all that shit ain't that don't light my fire. That ain't my thing. But it depends on what your drive is. Ain't nothing wrong with ambition. Like I said, I'm ambitious, but ain't nothing wrong with uh, loving your peace too and loving your mental health. Let's go in.
20s, you value life differently. And then when you get into your 30s, things that weren't important in your 20s are now important into your 30s. And if you're not growing together as one, why not under a mutual circumstance part, and move
Mm-hmm.
on. And he found his happiness with his current wife. She's a wonderful woman.
Mm-hmm.
We co-parent with the children. Actually, right now the children are live with him during the school year now, and me in the summer. So we have a great, we're all happy.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Y'all all made it work.
Right.
Um, what did you learn from that situation that you may take into your next relationship?
Well, now it's being aligned with what is important to you and your goals. I mean, you have to change. There's things that you'll change in coming together with a person, but you have to know what's important for you and what you're willing to accept. Everybody has flaws, but it's the flaws that you're willing to accept. You know.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, what do you do for a living?
I think she's cute, but I don't like her language. I really don't. What you're willing to accept, ambitious. Uh, um, she she pretty much is showing me how indoctrinated she is. She's adopted the sisterhood language. I bet she got. I guess. I bet she got a whole bunch of other sisterhood talking points that she has. I'm not willing to settle. I bet you that's one of them. Things you're not willing to accept. I got standards. I don't want no struggle. I bet you all of this is in her mental Rolodex of talking points to pull from, and she is going to disguise it with this smile, which I'm starting to think is very fake. I wanted to think that this chick was cute, but I'm getting turned off real fast. Let's see what she do for a living.
I'm a hairstylist and I'm a permanent makeup artist and a paramedical tattoo artist as well.
Permanent makeup is like a tattoo?
Permanent makeup is like microblading, nano brows, lip blush, things like that. hmm
Okay,
And
and
I also do 3D areolas
I like areolas.
for
You
women who have like mastectomies and
okay?
or people who had top surgery.
Make sure you make them brown. You make them brown.
Yeah, I got brown, I got
You make them brown.
pink.
No, well, my favorite color, areola brown. Baby,
I
I
got
got it.
brown ones. I can make brown ones, pink ones,
All right now, areolas.
whatever color you want.
This is Shayla.
I don't know how we got into a conversation about areolas, but shout out to all the women with the areolas. Big, if I'm being honest, it doesn't really matter to me. Big areolas, a small one, it doesn't matter. Uh, what's important to me is the nipple. That's it's too much information. Let's go in.
Shayla's out of Pittsburgh. She's a hairstylist and areola makeup.
Yes.
44, 5 kids, Aries. What type of man you looking for?
I want a driven man. I want
Of
somebody
course.
driven,
Of course.
somebody who
Ain't
wants
nothing
to
wrong with that.
build, somebody that's laid back. Really is not a really a partier too much, but you could be we could party, But my main thing is somebody who's driven, somebody who wants to grow together, somebody who wants beyond the basic.
Beyond the basic, women really have gotten sold a lifestyle that is very what they consider glamorous. You know how much work it takes to be an entrepreneur. What's so I feel like sometimes women are living to put on a facade for other women, and it's for the gram. I call it the gram lifestyle. They live in a gram, a gram lifestyle, and everything goes on the gram that they do. If they're at their place of business, cha-ching, taking pictures. If they go on a date, cha-ching, taking pictures. If they buy a new car, cha-ching, taking pictures. Everything they do is for the gram. That is so boring, shallow, immature, and whack to me. Maybe because um, I'm over it. I'm over that lifestyle. I'm over trying to impress other people at this stage in my life. I'm over that. Now, don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with ambition. Ain't nothing wrong with opening up businesses, this, that, and the third. Uh, being about taking care of your business, being about enterprising and living that lifestyle. It's fabulous. And I'm not saying I'm not that dude. I'm ambitious too. But what it, I guess my question is, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it to impress people, or are you doing it to build an empire? Okay. Are you doing it for legacy? Do you have life insurance? Do you have a will? Do you have see people who don't have these things tell me they're not really serious about building a legacy. They're doing it for the gram. But if you ain't got things like life insurance, a will, a trust fund, or some type of um, vehicles, financial vehicles to help your descendants own property, things like that. If you're not handed that wealth down and not prepared to do that, then what are you do? What are you really doing it for? I guess I look at more about your motives behind it. You know what I mean? And that will determine how impressed I am. That's just how I am. Anyway, let's go back in.
Yeah.
Beyond the basic. Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's what you're looking for. Does he have to look a certain way?
No, not really. Not I'm not going to say, oh, he has to be dark skinned, he has to be brown skinned, he has to be light skinned. Doesn't it really doesn't matter? Really,
You,
honestly,
you don't care how you look.
he could just as long as he's nice looking to me. I mean, I've both my husbands. One was light skinned, one was dark skinned. So it
You
really
ain't,
doesn't matter. It's just the
you ain't got
person.
to. All right. I got you. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Oh yes,
Oh yes.
All right.
yes.
What's that number? How much?
He has to at least make at least a minimum 250k, 500k,
Come on now. Now.
500,
Now.
250,000. Mm-hmm.
Shayla,
Yeah.
you're not being reasonable
Stop
right
the
now.
Yes,
press.
I am.
Stop the press. You know what? my the host Zach Boosh. Hey, bruh, you should do more shows. You gonna keep it real with these ladies, man. I don't see Kendra doing that. I don't see Kendra keeping it a buck with these ladies. She wouldn't blink an eye if this chick said that. But this brother said, "Come on now, come on, you ain't serious." I love that. I love that. He needs to do more shows. I want to see more. Hey, Kendra, put your boy Zach on there. Have him do more interviews. Um, I like he kept it real with her. Let's see what she said.
No,
I
you.
had it. I had it for years. I know it's possible. I
I'm
know
not.
there are. I know there are men out there that might. Let's say this. They might not. They might make 100K a year, but they're worth 250K. They're worth five hundred
That's
k
not what you
because
said.
of asset.
That's not what you
You know,
said.
they're getting
I
at.
know what I know. I understand assets. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm very clear.
Well, let's just keep it at 250K. Yes, two
But you
hundred
said I
fifty
said how much you
thousand.
want
Two
them to.
hundred and fifty thousand
Jayla,
dollars.
let me talk. Stop talking over me.
Sorry.
Talk to her.
What I said was you were you said I asked how much do you want them to make,
Okay.
and you said 250,000. You now
Yes.
you want their net worth. That's if they own a house. You know what I'm saying? You can own a
Oh
three.
no, net worth. I want a mil.
So you want them to make 250,000. You think that's reasonable?
Yes.
How many people at how many people you think make that much money? Men, single men. You want them to be black?
It doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter.
Race? How many men do you think a percentage of men make that much money single?
I mean, I listen. I'm okay if it doesn't. If the person doesn't have that, that's fine. But that is just what I want.
Race doesn't matter. Skin complexion doesn't matter. One thing that does matter is you got that bag. Okay? It's very clear what her type is. Her type is money. That's her type. The guy is just a vehicle to get her the money. If you make 250K yourself, why you need his money still? You're doing fine by yourself. Unless you're drowning in debt trying to run these businesses that you got. See, it's kind of funny to me. And this is how I measure it. I measure how well a woman really doing by how what she's asking for. I've seen some women on Kendra's show who said they make a quarter of a mil a quarter of the year. So they make like 2 million a year. And they said he can make at least 100K. I'm not asking him to make my money. Or they'll say, I don't care how much he makes as long as he maintains himself. See, those women, I really believe they're making that kind of money. But when women get on here and they asking for a guy to be worth $1 million, that tells me she needs covering. She needs somebody to cover. She don't care what race you is, what your culture is. She probably don't care about your religion. She probably don't care about none of that. Bring me the money. Because secretly, I'm drowning in financial debt over here. Yeah, I say I make this amount of money because I do tattoos. I do the nail salon or the hair salon. I do this, that, and the third. They're not going to tell you how much debt they in, though. She was probably feeling herself. Bought her a nice little, G-Wagon. She probably got all of the optics of a woman making a whole lot of money, but drowning in tens of thousands of dollars in debt. That's what I predict. Because a woman who will put away all of her physical turn-ons and everything else, and all she wants you to bring her is money, tells me she's in debt. I wouldn't mess with this chick. Not only that, she got 5 kids, married twice. She got 5 kids. She still got kids she's living with. If I'm a guy who makes that kind of money, I'm a single guy. Why am I going to choose a 44-year-old basic chick who really only after me for my money? Why don't I just start my own family? Okay? With someone who's younger, hotter, and is on my program. I'm not going to have to run on her program. Why don't I do that? Because if I'm smart enough to get that kind of money, ain't I smart enough to choose a partner too with a better situation than this? Right? I don't think women understand what they be doing sometimes, what they be asking for, or how men be thinking. They just really don't. Let's go in.
In my experience in life, that's how I make that much. So I want someone to at least make as much as me or more. And the only reason why I say that is because I was married, my second husband, I made more money than him. And I feel that a lot of times like it was an ego thing, or sometimes he would feel less than. So I whereas my first husband is a millionaire, you know what I mean? So but with the millionaire is a lot of times where you don't have the time, they don't have the time to
Yeah, that's
put
what I'm
into
saying.
the relationship. So I said, okay, well, let me try this route. So I went to a person just, making like 60, 80,000. Nothing's wrong with that. Not saying that they're less of a man making 60 80,000. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that a lot of men can't take a woman making a substantial amount over them, because a lot of times it's a lot of ego driven, or they feel less of a man, and I don't want to deal with that again ever in life. I'd rather deal with the man who has the money and don't have time.
Yeah, that brother, he, I don't know why he looked a little like Dwight Howard a little bit to me, but yeah, that was a whole lot, and I see what she's saying. So she explained why she's asking for what she is. I don't know. Y'all put it in the comments. What do y'all think? Do y'all understand her? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Um, I'm still not necessarily buying it though. If she's saying she'd rather deal with the guy who ain't got enough time, trust me, there's going to be some point in time when that's going to be a problem. It was for your first husband, so why wouldn't that end up being a problem again? And I guess she just took the. I mean, she did, like she said her first husband is a millionaire. They were high school sweethearts, straight out of high school. You was with him since you were 15, and he ended up being a millionaire. Why in the hell didn't you stay with him? Or you were complaining that he don't have enough time for you? So you went and married a guy who made less money than your first husband, but you got used to the lifestyle with your first husband. I can see how this would happen. Maybe this is not a social media situation. Um, but I wish her the best. I don't know. I if I'm a guy, if I'm a single guy, and I'm making that kind of money. Look, I put it this way. Look, ladies, listen. You really only get a couple swings at the plate. Okay. She had a millionaire man. She messed it up. Okay. She messed it up. It's another younger version of her. It's her turn. She should get that millionaire this time. This guy that she's asking for, that younger girl should get that millionaire. Not her. She done had her turn. She messed it up. But she's on the show looking for that millionaire guy who'll make a quarter a year because she want another swing at the plate. I get it. I get it. But one thing I'm not. If I'm a guy, I'm not gonna want to risk it because I'm gonna be like, you divorced that first dude. I was a lot like your first husband. I'm a millionaire. I don't have much time. You divorced him. Why would I risk it? about. Marriage is so risky for men. We got to look at every angle before we make a calculated decision as to whether or not you are worth marrying, in our opinion. If I'm a guy with those means, I'm looking at her like, you divorce that dude, you're not going to divorce me. You're not going to get me to take this bad deal, up your lifestyle so you can divorce me and split me from my bucks. Nah. If I'm a risk all that, I'm gonna do it with a younger woman who can have all of my kids and is better looking than you with no kids. So I'm sorry to say this, but you messed up. You messed your situation up. You had the guy in high school since you were 15. Your high school sweetheart. He's a millionaire now. I imagine he's doing very well for himself. And you up here on Kendra G looking for his replacement. You messed up. Anyway, let's go in.
What? What's that? Say it. What's your mind thinking?
I want to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
Go ahead, be nice.
And I want you to know, sister, I say this with
Say it with grace.
Talk to her.
with grace and respect for you and what you
Yes.
think. But you got the millionaire probably in your 20s. When you said your first husband was a millionaire?
Yeah.
And how were y'all when you got married?
We were teens.
Teens, young.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But I had a millionaire after my ex-husband.
You married him?
No, but we dated for 5 years.
So why you ain't married? What happened with that?
He's cool.
Tell the truth. What happened with it?
He's still around.
Nothing really happened with it. It's just,
He's still around. He's hiding in the weeds. He's probably the one who financed her other businesses. He's probably a sugar daddy. She don't want to talk about that. Ah. Do y'all see what I see? Do y'all see what I see? This guy is still around. What happened with that? Yeah. He's still around. All she got to do is make a call. And he probably going to buy her a little nail salon. He'll buy her a little, hair salon or tattoo parlor. He'll buy her all. Oh, you need equipment for your tattoo? I finance that for you. He's a sugar daddy. That's what he is. Oh my goodness. I'm really not. If I'm a guy with those means now, I'm really not going to do this. You already got one in your back pocket. So what are you trying to do? You trying to have all millionaire men in your corner so you can, siphon money off of all of us? Like, this chick she's turning more and more vicious to me. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Let's hear the story.
How did we just get to a brick wall? You just talk so much, and then you're asking for this, and then you say you got it.
My ex that we broke up maybe about a year ago. It's just I could marry him and could be with him, but there's just things that I wouldn't.
What is it?
Why?
Because.
Oh my goodness, this chick. He's a sugar daddy. That's what it is. She could marry him today if she wanted to. But he's old. He's probably, not slinging it like how she likes. So she's not going to marry him. He is somebody to siphon money off of, for sure. And he's probably halfway taking care of her, too. Is that her real hair or no? I don't know. I don't think it is. Can't be her real hair. Anyway, that's what's going on. Let's go in.
it seems like, because now all of a
Because
sudden,
then, because if I say what, people that know me on here might
all right,
like,
it
man,
just seems like it's you. It seems like you the problem.
man, I'm not the problem.
You sitting here, you dating, okay? You date the guy. You've been married twice, okay? So that means that men have been in a relationship with you and had enough love for you, because you can't marry yourself. You know, they have to propose. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
men have had enough love for you twice, two different men. Some people don't get a chance to get proposed to once. You've
Right.
been
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Let me finish what I'm saying. You've had two men different propose to you from
Uh-huh.
two different spectrums, right?
Mhm.
You've had the man that you said made a lot of money,
Right,
and then you did it young, and then you had the man that made less, and then
right,
had a millionaire date that you dated for 5 years
right.
consistently, and then it's just like it's you.
It isn't.
It ain't these three Come on, man. Everybody can't be wrong.
Well, I'll say this: the millionaire, he doesn't want to commit to marriage.
Because he's a millionaire. He
He's
got
not
options.
he's not
Facts.
I mean, he's not wanting to commit to marriage. But that's why I'm saying 250,000. I'm not saying a million. I'm saying 250,000. I'm trying to be with a man that's at the level that I'm at.
I understand that. But what I'm trying to
As
say,
long as we're at the same level, I'm cool with that. Like, you could be at that level or up. I don't want anything less than, and if not, then I'm okay. Like, I'll just be with the millionaire.
Ladies, do y'all see what's going on here? This woman is not looking for love. She's looking for money. She's looking for a pocketbook. She's looking for a sponsor to sponsor her life. Didn't say nothing about a man's character. Didn't say nothing about his personality. Didn't say, we've been talking so much about money. That's all we've been talking about with men. All she values is if he can sponsor her or not. Now, some might say, oh no, she got her own money. She ain't worried about his money. Bull. She want this man's money. Why? Because that's all she talking about is his money. It don't matter what race he is. It don't matter how he look. Light skin, dark skin, blue, brown. I don't care. Give me that money. It's no wonder this guy don't want to commit. He probably know. That's all she want him for is his money. Smart guy. So if I'm a guy coming into this situation, I'm just as smart as that other dude. I'll probably smash and dash, but I ain't gonna commit to you either. Okay? I'm not gonna commit to you. Get in a relationship? Why? My only requirement is that I made enough money to make you happy. That's it. Then that's all you're gonna get from me. Okay, fine. I got the money, but I got other chicks on the side too. That other guy she messing with, smart guy. He not committing to her either. He know the deal. Let's go in.
you'll just be with the millionaire.
And not be married. You understand?
Then why not? Then why cut out the
I'm
middleman?
free to do whatever I choose to do when I want to do it, right? Because I'm not committed. I don't have a ring on my finger. Okay.
You're not committed. You don't have a ring on your finger. Why are you here? You already got a millionaire in your back pocket. Live your life. You're not here for love. Stop fronting. You're wasting people time. You got two ex-husbands. You done fulfilled your quota as far as marriage goes. Live your life with this millionaire dude. Be his side chick. Let him smash every now and then. He put a couple dollars on the dresser for you. But you're wasting people time here. What do you want? You want two millionaires in your back pocket so you can play games with both of them? It's pretty clear that you care more about money than morality, because you ain't got no pride with this millionaire guy. You should have left him, but you're not gonna leave him because he giving you money. You're You're for sale, sweetheart. You're for sale. Let's go in.
So if something came out of this situation right here, if something came out of it to where I met a man that makes 250,000 and up, at least 250,000 and up, and he's solid, and this is what he wants. He I don't necessarily have to be married, but we could be in a committed relationship. Then like let's go for it. But I don't want anybody making less than what I make,
And that's
and
that's
nothing's wrong with that.
that's perfectly fine. But I don't know why you think that he's not committing just because he's not a millionaire. A nigga making 250,000 got.
It's more
Please
than.
stop cutting me off. A nigga making 250,000 still got options just like a millionaire these days. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? 250, you make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, at your age,
Uh-huh.
you should like you gotta you're too indecisive. Like you gotta pick a side. Like
No.
you got a whole millionaire you could be with, but he
Uh,
doesn't want to commit. But then you had a guy that was making less and they will commit. But it's like what do you truly want the
Right.
most? And
Right.
if you have the hear me out and then you can respond. But
uh-huh.
I just feel like if you have the bread, you know what
Mm,
I'm saying, and you live comfortably, which I think you do, you have
Right.
right.
it together. What are you really searching for?
Right.
It's like you have this like up and down within yourself. Like you make the type as a single woman by yourself making 250 over $250,000 a year. I know you straight. I know you're not hurting for nothing.
Uh-huh.
Talk to
So
her.
what only things that you should need is the things that money can't buy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? But yet
Absolutely.
you have this fixation with the bread, that's so tough. Like you need it. You don't need it. And then you see with the man with the money, he's not committing. Does that make sense? So it's like the reason I say it's you is because you're having this inner battle with yourself. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Like you
Are
don't
you done?
need the
Are you
money.
done?
Let's see
Yeah.
what she
I
said.
mean, I understand what you're saying, but this is just what I want, and I've been married twice. So I'm
Right.
not like, so
So
it's
rock out
not
with the
like, oh, this is a
millionaire.
big thing where I have to meet somebody to be married. I'm very content with where I'm at in life and who I am as a woman. And my thing is, this is what I desire for myself. Like, if this,
What do you desire for yourself? You want a man? You got that. The millionaire guy. You want marriage? You had that with two ex-husbands. You want more time? You had that with your last ex-husband. The hell you want? Everything you wanted, you had. And you wasn't satisfied with it. But the only guy you not gonna leave is that millionaire. You're gonna leave your first ex-husband, you're gonna leave your second ex-husband. But one guy who ain't got to even commit to you, you ain't going nowhere. And yeah, you want another guy probably only to try to make this millionaire guy jealous. See, you want to try to prove your value to the millionaire guy by trying to replace him with another guy. And the only way it will make sense and feel good to you is if he at least makes more money than you. This is about you trying to show your worth to your millionaire guy because my guess is this millionaire guy is treating you like a trick for real. Because that's what you acting like. If you really was a morally upright standing woman, you would have left that guy. Say, I can't be bought. I don't care about none of this stuff. But you do. You can be bought. He got you in the financial chokehold. And you care so much about his money that you ain't going nowhere. And if you don't find this guy that's making at least what you making, you're going to stay with the millionaire. You trapped. Why don't you just stay with him? Stop wasting everybody's time here. And why don't you just rock out with him? No matter how he treats you, because he can pay for it. He can pay for how he's treating you. If he treats you like trash, he bought those rights. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, man. You know what? I tell you what. Let's hear her out, but I can't go much further. But let's hear her out. See if she can kind of make up for this. I'm gonna give her a chance. Let's go back.
This is what I want. Like I want a man that makes at least what I make. At least. You know, that's just bottom line. And they're out there. Trust me. They are.
She didn't help herself. She didn't help herself. She, you know, she didn't help herself. They're out there. Why would they choose you? You already got one in your back pocket. You're already a sugar baby. I'm done with this chick. I've been starting to give rankings, but I didn't even get to, I didn't even get to her looks or anything. I don't know if she's gonna do the Kendra Cam. Okay, I guess she is. Let's just see how this goes, y'all. Let's see
All right,
her
let's do the Kendra Cam.
Kendra Cam.
All right, let's see. Does he see enough?
Mm-hmm. We see all your red. You got it on today.
Yeah, I just came from dinner.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
Okay.
She looked like she's Puerto Rican. I wonder if she's Puerto Rican. Look like she's Rosie Perez's long lost cousin or something. Let me go ahead and rank this chick. As far as her face is okay. I'm gonna do body, face, and personality. Shout out to Tomas Gibson. I'm gonna do a body, face, and personality. Face is it's not bad. I give it about a 6. Body is not too bad actually. It's about a 7.5. She looks like she's in pretty decent shape, petite. She got all these baggy clothes covering her up, but I'm guessing she's probably pretty curvy, so I give it a 7.5. Personality, trash. I ain't gonna even hold you. The fact that she minimized men to dollars is like a man minimizing a woman to sex. It's a huge turn off when men do it to women. It's a huge turn off when women do it to men. So I'm gonna give that. I don't even see if she have any redeeming qualities. I give her a 2 in personality. So what is that? 6, 7.5. That's about 13.5. And 2, 15.5 points out of 30, a total of 30. So she gets 15.5. So she's average. That's let me know what y'all think about those rankings. Put it in the comments. What would you give her? I really would be interested to know. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. I ain't gonna go no further. It's a gold digger chick. I'll catch you in the next one though. Peace.
Over $250,000 a year. I know you straight. I know you're not hurting for nothing.
Talk
so what? Only things that you should need is the things that money can't buy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
But yet you have this fixation with the bread, that's so tough. Like you need it. You don't need it. And then you see with the man with the money, he's not committing.